Hey there, Peninsula folks and beyond. I'm Barry, your friendly neighborhood Peninsula foodie, and today on Barry's Beach Bites, we're hanging out today in Seaview, Washington, right here at El Farito, one of the best little hidden gems, little Mexican place right here on the peninsula. Now, they're about a block or so down the road, just south of the 101 turnoff, and the owners just recently took this place over. Back in October, they purchased this place, and I'll tell you, they're doing some amazing, amazing things with the food in here. They're doing all kinds of traditional meals. They've got albondigas, they've got birria tacos. They're even doing some great breakfast, traditional Mexican breakfast, traditional American breakfast, like chicken fried steak. I'm saying, all I'm saying is you guys got to come down and check this place out, see what they're doing in there. We're actually going to head inside right now into the kitchen and see what we got cooking up today. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, so we're inside the kitchen here, inside El Farito, and I've got one of the owners and the mastermind behind some of these dishes coming out of here. I got Armando here with me. Armando's been cooking for about 10 years or so. I'm sure he's been cooking longer than that, but he's been cooking professionally for about 10 years. You've had a couple different jobs here on the peninsula, different restaurants and stuff. What made you decide to finally come down here and open this place up?
I love cooking, so we're talking to my wife that we want to have our own business.
Yeah.
And for all of this time they're cooking, so I decided to be a restaurant.
I know you love cooking, man, because I've tasted your food, and good food, you can taste the love when it comes out. So today we're actually going to be doing one of my favorite dishes. One of Armando's, I think, is probably one of the best things on his menu is quesadilla tacos. So they actually take brisket, correct?
Brisket.
And you braise it.
Braise it. Then we put it in a pot and we consume it. We're cooking it for 8 hours straight.
8 hours, brisket for 8 hours, and then they get the consomme. They make the consomme out of the juices and everything else after that, and that's what we're going to be putting together today, guys.
Yes.
So we've got some right now. We've got some of the consomme right now, reconstituting on the stovetop right now. Some of the chunks of brisket are in there. Everything's just kind of getting warmed up and ready to go. Oh, I can hear it. I can smell it. I can smell all of the aromatics in that consomme coming off that. It just smells so good. Now, I would ask you what you guys put in your spice seasoning for your brisket when you cook it, but I know your wife would probably take me out back and put me in a 6-foot hole. I don't want to give anybody's trade secrets away, but I tell you right now, this guy understands flavors. He understands flavor combinations, and he knows what he's doing when it comes to putting this stuff together. So I think the meat's starting to sizzle up a little bit. We're probably getting close to getting some tacos. I think what we're going to do next, guys, we're probably going to put some shells on the flat top, get those heated up.
Yes.
Yep. So we're going to put. We're doing 6 shells at a time because their traditional order of quesadilla tacos is 3 tacos, and as everybody knows, any good street taco you got to have 2 shells. One shell to hold the goodies, and then 1 shell to hold it in place and keep it all from falling apart. All right, so we got the 6 corn tortillas that are going on the flat top right now. You guys can see those over there. Those are going to start warming up. Got a little oil underneath there just to give it a little crisp, yes?
Yes, sir.
All right.
A little crisp. We wait to crisp it one side, and then we flip it, and then put it on top of each other.
So we're going to crisp up both sides first. Once we got both sides crispy, then we'll flip them over, and then that's when we start the cheese.
Yes.
We start melting the cheese. What kind of cheese do we put on these?
We use the mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella cheese? All right, so we're going to get some mozzarella cheese. Oh, man, I'm telling you, that brisket, you're singing my song right there. Brisket's one of my favorite meats. It's all starting to break up in there, guys. Everything's starting to kind of come apart. I already know exactly what this is going to look like on the taco because I've had these tacos before. And, you know, they're so simple. That's one of the things I love about birria tacos is there's not a lot to them.
No.
They're not full of shredded lettuce and tomatoes. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's all nice. But sometimes I just want a simple bite. I want a good punch of flavor right in my mouth. And that's, to me, that's what birria tacos do.
So as we heat it up a little bit, we flip a little tortilla.
All right. Tortillas are flipping over. Now we got the gloves going on because we're going to reach in and grab some cheese. The good old fromage.
So get some cheese. We put it on.
All right, so we got some mozzarella going on there. Shells are starting to puff up a little bit, so now we're going to stack them. So that keeps them from overcooking on the other side, yes?
Yes. One is going to be crunchy, but the other one to be tender.
Nice and crunchy on the outside, nice and tender on the inside shell.
Yeah.
So we got the cheese on there. We're going to add the meat to it. Now, like I said, I know birria tacos are pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of extra fanfare and everything else to them. What else do you put in your tacos? I'd imagine it's a pretty simple mix of what you add to it.
We do a little bit of the pico de gallo on top.
Okay, so fresh pico that you make.
Yes.
Oh, and I know you make it in house because I can tell the cilantro is fresh in there because I can smell it. Just it wafts up every time I pick up one of these suckers. It just smells so good. So that consomme is reducing down a little bit, guys. Now, is that going to be my consomme to dip in when that's done cooking?
Yes. You take it the same.
Oh, yes. That's the best part about consomme, guys, is not only does your food get cooked in it, but then you get to dip it in it when you go to eat it. So that's what makes it really, really good.
It's a little bit of extra flavor for your tacos.
Oh, that looks like some fat and just all the juices that have been kind of congealed up a little bit.
Yes. So that's the flavor extra for tacos.
Oh, you hear the sizzle? You hear that sizzle? That's the consomme juices hitting that flat top. Oh man.
It's far.
Oh, there we go. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle.
So then we start closing it.
And we're going to fold them over. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty dang good technique for folding tacos, man.
Especially when it's kind of meat.
I'm not going to lie. I'm the gringo in the room. I've always been used to pre-cooking your taco shells before you put anything in them, so I've never had to learn how to fold tacos on the fly, but that's pretty impressive.
That's the only way because it's
Then
hard for your hands and all.
Yep.
Try to fold it by hand.
And now you got the weight of that taco just kind of holding it down on the flat top, and you can hear it sizzling. You can hear the cheese. Oh, now what was that?
This is the grease of the birria.
That's the birria base?
Yeah.
So that's the base that you pretty much have as your consomme before you reconstitute it.
Yeah.
So you're putting that right on the flat top in between all the tacos, and you guys can see that. You can hear it just sizzling. You can see the steam coming off that. That's all the fat and all the bits that were inside the braising liquid originally, and they're all just kind of making everything, giving it that color. Look at that. Oh, I'm drooling over here. I don't want to drool all over your cooktop. May have to clean this area afterwards because I think I'm dripping a little bit of drool.
So then when we clean it.
So now we're gonna get some stuff to put this together because I'm about ready to dip one of these bad boys and eat it. So got a little cup for some consomme. So not only is it hot, but it just literally came off the grill. All the bits and chunks down inside the consomme, so that's how you know it's legit. This isn't something that came out of a can. Those are all the scrapings from inside the container when it was being cooked. Oh my Lord.
Simple and easy.
Super simple, super easy.
So we move it to this side. So we put a little bit of pico de gallo on top.
Here comes the pico on top. Oh, and you just kind of mash it right on top there. Yes, you do.
On top.
Oh, I'm going to grab the camera here, guys, because you got to come see this real quick. Take a look at that. Take a look at that plate. That is what you call some amazing quesadilla tacos. Fresh pico on top. You got the consomme right in the middle, ready for dipping. And that's exactly what's going to happen right now. I'm going to dip one of those tacos, and I'm going to eat it because I already know how good this is going to be. So I'm going to bring this right over here so everybody can see me eating this, Armando, if you're okay with that, because this is what everybody came for today, to watch this.
Enjoy.
So the pico, oh man, this thing is heavy too. This is not like a 2-ounce taco. That was 6 ounces of meat that you put in there between the... Oh.
Straight to meat is delicious.
Oh! Wow. As you can see, my hand is covered in consomme. I'm just going to be licking my fingers all day long today. Armando, these things are absolutely off the chain incredible, brother.
Thank you.
The crunch on that outside shell. Oh, thank you. The crunch on that outside shell is exactly the way you described it. And the one on the inside is exactly to complement it. Nice and soft, nice and crisp on the outside. That pico that goes with it is absolutely phenomenal. But the star of the show, other than the taco, is that consomme. Because whatever spices you're putting on your meat, when you cook your meat, that's what really kicks this thing up a notch and makes this the taco that it really is. I'm not going to lie, I can't stop eating this. Sorry, guys, but I can't talk too much. Mm. Brother,
Very good and delicious.
that is off the chain. That is legit. That is one of the best dang tacos I think I've ever had. If you haven't come out to El Farito yet, you need to. Come out, say hi to Armando, say hi to his wife Charlotte. They are banging out incredible food out here. Armando wrote the entire menu all from scratch. He's kind of created all these recipes based on what he knows and what he's learned. Making dishes like this. They got traditional dishes like albondigas. They got, great breakfast dishes. I haven't been here for breakfast yet, but I'm coming back real soon. These folks are only about a block south of the Seaview turnoff, the 101 turnoff right here in Seaview. Big bright building with right next to the Seaview cottages. You cannot miss them. Come out and meet this dude. Say hi. Until next time, guys. Cheers and beach appetit from your friendly neighborhood peninsula foodie.